الله أكبر لا إله إلا الله إن الحمد لله نحمده سبحانه ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا وأشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له له الملك وله الحمد يحيي ويميت وهو على كل شيء قدير اللهم اقسم لنا من خشيتك ما تحول به بيننا وبين معصيتك ومن طاعتك ما تبلغنا به جنتك ومن اليقين ما تهون به علينا مصائب الدنيا ومتعنا اللهم بأسماعنا وأبصارنا وقواتنا ما أحييتنا اللهم واجعله الوارث منا واجعل ثأرنا على من ظلمنا وانصرنا اللهم على من عادانا اللهم ولا تجعل مصيبتنا في ديننا ولا تجعل الدنيا أكبر همنا ولا مبلغ علمنا اللهم ولا تسلط علينا بذنوبنا من لا يخافك ولا يرحمنا يا رب العالمين وأصلي وأسلم على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله وعلى آله وصحبه ومن والاه وعنا معهم إلى يوم الدين أما بعد. In the name of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, the most compassionate, the most merciful, all praise and thanks are due to him and peace and blessings be upon his beloved Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. He who is guided by the will of Allah, no one can misguide him, and he who is misguided, no one can guide him except Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. I do bear witness that there is no God but Allah and Muhammad is his messenger. Today's khutbah in the coming few minutes will be about the beauty of the gifts of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala through an example like Dhu'l Hijjah and Arafa. Really, we need to look at what we are doing now as a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Let's be aware of the following, respected brothers and sisters. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, when He created the creation, He decided to give a special status for people and places and times. It's His creation, it's His universe, it's His will. By His wisdom, He decided to favor a group of the people upon others, and He called them the prophets and messengers. And among prophets and messengers themselves, He favored some of them. وَتِلْكَ الرُّسُلُ فَضَّلْنَا بَعْضَهُمْ عَلَى بَعْضٍ. By His will. Now Prophet Muhammad is the best of the creation and he is the best of prophets and messengers. Now, in places Allah decided to give a special sacred status for Mecca, Medina and Al-Aqsa. Therefore Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, لا تشد الرحال إلا إلى ثلاث مساجد, which the meaning, it is from religious point of view, if you want to travel with the intention of seeking the ajr for a religious ritual worship, you should not do this except for three places on earth: Mecca and Medina and Al-Aqsa. Others, it's just a normal trip, but as a religious ritual worship, just three places. And we know that the ajr of the rak'ah at Al-Haram al-Makki is equal to 1,000 rak'ah in other places. Al-Medina, 100,000 Mecca, 1,000 at Al-Medina, and 500 in terms of the ajr. It's by the will of Allah. Now let's come to our topic now. Allah decided to favor special times, such as the last 10 days of Ramadan, Al-Ashr al-Awakhir min Ramadan, such as the first 10 days of Dhu'l Hijjah that we are in the second or third day of it today, and such as, for example, the last third of the night, الثلث الأخير من الليل, such as the time of the Fajr. In the Quran, al-Fajr kana mashhuda, and so on. So we are living in one of the favorite sacred times of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. It's a gift. It's like a time to reprogram yourself, to reschedule yourself, to refresh yourself, in my language. Nothing more than that. It's a gift to, to fix myself, if I may put it in this way. So in the coming few minutes, I will read the hadith which covers the meaning of this, and I will give a suggested practical program what should be doing inshallah in the coming few days. The hadith that was narrated by Imam Bukhari radiallahu anhu, which is one of the highest authentic hadith, Prophet Muhammad ﷺ says in this hadith, ما من أيام العمل الصالح فيهن أحب إلى الله من هذه الأيام العشر. قالوا ولا الجهاد في سبيل الله يا رسول الله؟ قال ولا الجهاد في سبيل الله إلا رجل خرج بماله ونفسه ولم يرجع من ذلك بشيء. The core meaning of the hadith. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ, as Bukhari narrated, he says there is no other days that are most beloved to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala more than this 10 days. One of the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, not even al-jihad fi sabil. He said, no other days, the good deeds in them are more beloved to Allah than doing a good deeds in this 10 days. One of the Sahaba said, Ya Rasulullah, not even al-jihad fi sabilillah, which is, we consider it the top thing to be done, al-jihad, because you are losing yourself for the sake of Allah, defending your honor, defending your country, defending your people, defending your family. قالوا ولا الجهاد. He said not even al-jihad fi sabilillah, except for a man, he left for the sake of jihad fi sabilillah, and he left with his self and his money, and he did not come back with anything, which means he lost himself and he lost everything he owns, which means he became khalas. He departed from this dunya, he became a martyr, and he lost everything. Apart from this status, there is no other time that any good deed is more beloved to Allah than this, 10 days that we are in. It's like a golden opportunity. That's why I call it, sometimes we call it golden opportunity or a gift from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So let's, in a very simple reminder, and I will be reminding myself before you, what I will be highlighted is not just something I will be advising. No, I'm reminding myself as well with them, as a quick practical example. What can we do? And let me just pay the attention to something. I myself, many times, I did highlight the concept of ritual worship and the general meaning of ibadah, if you remember. When I was emphasizing all the time, let's not mix between the rituals of ibadah when we say, for example, such as the prayer and the dhikr, and which is ritual worship, ibadat sha'iriyah, and the general meaning of worship, which is وَمَا خَلَقْتُ الْجِنَّ وَالْإِنسَ إِلَّا لِيَعْبُدُونَ. Verily indeed, I've not created the jinn and the human beings but to worship me. The meaning of worship in that verse is not the rituals. Rituals are a small part of the general meaning. The meaning of worship is the full submission to Allah in every single aspect in my life, including everything I do, everything I say, everything I, act upon. So this general meaning, which means rituals such as the prayer, we prepare ourselves to be true worshippers outside in every single aspect. Today, we will be focusing on rituals, which we consider them the fuel. Rituals, they are designed by Allah not to be targets, but means, tools, so that to be able to be generally a worshipper 24/7 outside. So let's focus in these 10 days on the idea of ritual worship as a fuel for general meaning of worship. We are in need. We come 5 times to pray because we need to be contacted with Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to forgive our sins or to give us the strength to be able with everything we are exposed to. Now, part of this, for example, practical program, al-hifadhu ala as-salati fi waqtiha, maintaining the prayer in its time. If you are praying the time in its time, as-salatu kanat ala al-mu'minina kitaban مفروضة. إن الصلاة كانت على المؤمنين كتابا مفروضة, which means in its time. If you are listening to me now and you are from those who do not maintain and they can't control themselves to pray in time because of their nature, because of their circumstances, let's take a decision. This 10 days, make it a very intensive course how not to lose not even one prayer by its time. 2, maintaining the prayer at the masjid as much as you can. Some of us, we don't pray at the masjid except in the Jum'ah. Why not? Let's challenge ourselves. Why not to pray at least in the coming 8 days, the Maghrib and the Isha? which is better, Fajr, Maghrib, Isha. Why not? Let these 10 days, the blessings, the barak of these 10 days, that you became from the people of the masjid, at least one prayer each day. Don't disconnect yourself from the house of Allah. Let it part of your daily program by default that you come to the masjid. Many of us, we don't do it. At least, please, the Fajr, or at least the Isha. This will lead you, when you find the beauty of coming to the masjid, you will realize a lot of meanings. You can't understand them but when you attend, apart from the Jum'ah. Okay? Third thing. Now, many of us, we started, because we are busy, we don't maintain the adhkar ba'd as-salah, the dhikr, special dhikr after, the prayer. It's just saying Subhanallah 33 times, Alhamdulillah 33 times, La ilaha, Allahu Akbar 33 times, and then you make the dua. Many of us, on a hurry, Assalamu alaikum, Assalamu alaikum, we leave. Just please be patient for 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. Subhanallah, 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 Subhanallah. I can't tell you what this will give you in barakah in your feelings and life, but when you do it. So please, it is part of the sunnah of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alayhi wasallam. Another thing, if you and me, we are, and I myself, I have a problem with this. We don't read the Quran on daily basis. Let's at least start a program to read at least 2 pages, half a juzu, 1 juzu, whatever you can. Make a program. Try to control yourself in these days. Make it part of your life when these 10 days, finished. Now, for example, al-hifadhu ala salat al-duha. Just 2 rak'at. After the sunrise with 15 minutes. Just 2 rak'ah on daily basis. Up to 12. You can pray 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, no problem. Do your best just to add it into your schedule. To have the ritual worship to be in the richest level بإذن المولى عز وجل. Now to do the sadaqah. Let's use this time to practice the concept that I must be a mutasaddiq on daily basis, even with $1. Make it a habit. Make it like a daily program by default. Don't think about the number. Think about the attitude and the continuation of the action. Just put it here. Every day I must be written, inshallah, in the books of the malaika as a mutasaddiq. $1, no problem. $2, no problem. $1, you can buy nothing with them, but be a mutasaddiq. With whatever you can. Half a dollar, no problem. But just be a mutasaddiq. Now, silatul rahim. Taking care, contacting the kinship and the siblings or relatives. Do your best. If they are living around you here in Canada, you can approach them physically, please do it. Your paternal, maternal uncles and aunts. If you can't, maybe the majority of us, our kinships, relatives, most of them, they are back home in different countries. Alhamdulillah, the social media now and the smartphones, they made the hijjah against us that none of us can have any kind of excuse for free cost to contact anyone on earth now with a video call. 0 cost. The internet is already paid. Most of us, we had a free Wi-Fi in different places, wherever you can. So, can I make silat rahim with my aunt, with my uncle, his 80s or late 90s? Salaam alaikum, how are you? I missed you, I love you. Just one word, salaam alaikum. Once a week. Let it be part of your system. On daily basis, just contact one. For 5 minutes, put it in your calendar. Let it be part of your life. When you finish these 10 days, part of your daily life, when you wake up, you will not think about the YouTube or the TikTok or the WhatsApp or the PlayStation. The priority, I have a program. I have 2 rak'ah of الضحى, for example. I have to do the tasbih. I need to read at least 1 page of the Quran. I must contact one of my relatives for the sake of Allah, just bringing happiness to their hearts. You never know, maybe this da'wah of your aunt or your uncle, just Ya Allah, may Allah let the Jannah be his way, because he's living in Canada and I'm in Palestine and in Pakistan, I'm in India and Bangladesh, and he's thinking about me. Jazakir, Ya Allah tudkhilhu al-Jannah. Maybe by this you will be, you never know. We don't know from where the true ajr will come to us. Let it part be. And finally, which is one of my favorites. I put it the last one or before the last. السير في حاجة الناس. Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said in a hadith, I repeated this hadith many times here, من سار في حاجة أخيه كان خيرا له من أن يعتكف في مسجدي هذا شهرين كاملين. The one who is doing his best, putting efforts in helping the people in their problems, in their needs, it's better for him than doing i'tikaf at Al-Masjid Al-Nabawi for complete continuous 2 months. Can you imagine? Anyone who is in need, I'm not talking about the financial need, not necessarily. Maybe he needs someone just to stay with him, just to take care of him, just to ask about him, maybe just to make telephone calls, to let some people be aware of his problem. Whatever you can do, you never know. Maybe sending messages sometimes, maybe just making the people aware of his problem. You will be entitled to receive the ajr of better than 2 months of i'tikaf, just بالسير في حاجة الناس. Just be part. In another hadith, I don't know how authentic it is, but many narrations support the meaning. من سار في حاجة أخيه المسلم حتى يتمها له لم يكن له جزاء إلا الجنة. The one who is doing his best to help in solving a problem of his brother or his sister or her sister till he finishes it, till he fulfills the job completely, there is nothing to him but the Jannah, which means he guaranteed the Jannah. Wow. Imagine to let this be part of my life starting from these 10 days as a Muslim. This is my daily life schedule, starting from the barakah of the 10th of Al-Ashr. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم فيا فوز المستغفرين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. إن الحمد لله نحمده سبحانه ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا ومن سيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلل فلن تجد له وليا مرشدا. Final reminder, you are aware of يوم عرفة. We all know that صيام يوم عرفة, as it is proved in the authentic hadith by Imam Muslim, that Prophet Muhammad ﷺ قال أحتسب على الله أن يكفر عاما سبق وعاما سيأتي. It's amazing. When we fast the day of Arafah, it has the ajr of making the kaffara of our deeds, the sins for the year that we are living and for the year that comes. MashaAllah subhanahu wa ta'ala, it's a great ajr. So it's good if you can start fasting before that, may Allah accept. But at least, because Prophet Muhammad ﷺ said, Al-Hajju Arafa. If there is a Hajj, by the will of Allah, we have a problem now. But normally, the most important pillar of the whole pilgrimage is Arafah. And by the way, the core point of Arafah, it is a simple training course for the Day of Judgment. We have just 2 pieces of clothes, no ranks, no hats, no army, no generals, no presidents, no big boss, no kings, all of them standing in one place like Yawm al-Hashr, like the day of the congregation and the resurrection and congregation, Yawm al-Ba'th wal-Nushur wal-Hashr. It is a training course for Yawm al-Qiyamah, by the way, Arafah. Just standing asking the rahmah of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. So it's a great day. It's one of the greatest day. That's why part of why the 10th day of Dhu'l Hijjah are so important in the sight of Allah because of Arafah. Because Arafah contains the training of the humanity for the day of judgment. It's not an easy thing. It is the ultimate reality that we will be standing there. So let's make the ajr by sharing this, by this meaning. Ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to help all of you, including myself, with your respected self, inshallah, to be a true practicing Muslim between ritual worship and the real worship outside. Allahumma اغفر لنا وارحمنا وعافنا واعف عنا يا رب ارحمنا فوق الأرض وتحت الأرض ويوم العرض عليك يا رب العالمين. اللهم ارحمنا وارحم والدينا ووالد والدينا وأصحاب الحقوق والواجبات علينا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إنا عبيدك أبناء عبيدك أبناء إمائك نواصينا بيدك ماض فينا حكمك عدل فينا قضاؤك. نسألك بكل اسم هو لك سميت به نفسك أو أنزلته أنزلته في كتابك أو علمته أحدا من خلقك أو استأثرت به في علم الغيب عندك أن تجعل القرآن العظيم ربيع قلوبنا وجلاء أحزاننا وذهاب همومنا وغمومنا يا رب العالمين. إن الله يأمر بالعدل والإحسان وإيتاء ذي القربى وينهى عن الفحشاء والمنكر والبغي يعظكم لعلكم تذكرون. وأقم الصلاة. Before we have the إقامة, just quick reminder, inshallah, you know, Al-Eid will be next Friday. So in this masjid